Hi friends, happy Monday. Welcome to the first chapter preview video for When Less Becomes More. I'm really excited to start this with you. So let's go ahead and jump in to chapter 1 of the book. I wanted to mention really quickly, there is the really sweet letter, Dear Caroline, at the very front. I did mean to include that like with chapter 1. I just didn't write it out separately. It's not technically part of the chapter, but definitely read it. It's adorable. And it's just a really awesome way to set up the book, to kind of set the intention. Emily's just writing to Caroline, who was 4 at the time, just about how she is this vibrant, happy, energetic little girl, and how Emily used to feel that way too, but now she doesn't so much. And so this book is a deep dive to figure out why and how to get back to that. And I think that's just a beautiful intent for all of us to kind of keep in mind as we read, is to think about how do we get back to the vibrant and energetic girls we used to be, or if you don't relate to feeling that way, the vibrant, energetic women that we want to be now. So right off the bat, as we start chapter 1, I want to address something that Emily says on page 2, because I think it applies to so many of us. And that is a feeling of guilt. A feeling of guilt for feeling overwhelmed, for feeling stressed, for wanting to even do a study like this to figure out how we can like improve our lives or streamline or simplify. The way she puts it, she says, who am I to feel overwhelmed and empty when my basic needs are met and then some? Who am I to feel stressed and frazzled when I have, and then you just fill in the blank, a healthy family, a home, a job. I just wanted to hit on that because I'm willing to bet a lot of us can relate to feeling that way, but I just want to encourage you to not get stuck in guilt if that's a feeling that comes up for you. We are here to help each other see clearly. We're here to get rid of the excess that is obscuring what really matters. And I believe I've experienced in my own life that when you feel the most profound sense of gratitude is when you have a really clear vision of what matters and of what you're grateful for in your life. And sometimes when life is just really loud and really busy and overwhelming, it's just hard to see those things clearly. And so we don't have those feelings of gratitude that we think we should have and that we wish we did have. And that doesn't mean like you're a bad, ungrateful person. A lot of times it just means like there's excess that you've got to get out of there so that you can refocus and see your blessings and the gifts in your life for what they really are. That's been true for me, and I just wanted to encourage you with that. We're here to help each other see clearly so that we can have that true gratitude, and so that we can just make a difference for the people around us, because when you're full of gratitude, you're so much better able to serve and love the people around you. So if guilt is coming up for you, I just wanted to encourage you with that. So Emily moves into talking about this feeling of everyday empty. And that's just those feelings of stress, burnout that she mentioned. And she lists out a few reasons why, a few reasons that probably contributed to it. It's under a few pages after, it's under question everything. She starts listing off, did I really need a social media account? Did my kids need to be in so many activities? Did I need to be so busy that I couldn't meet a friend for coffee? So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that right now in 2020, probably it's not the fact that your kids are in too many extracurricular activities that's keeping you stressed. Maybe it is for you, and if it is, that's fine. But I'm just saying, for a lot of us, pardon me, for a lot of us, many of our stresses are probably coming more from the fact that we're at home now more than ever, and we have these demands on us that haven't been on us before because some of our resources have been changed or reduced because of the current times. So as you're reading through the examples that Emily is giving, I just want to encourage you to not gloss over one, like if you see one that doesn't apply to life right now. Instead, just ask yourself, how can I personalize this to me? What are the things in my life right now that I can name, that I can list off, that are causing me stress, overwhelm, to feel burned out? Like the reasons that you wanted to do this study. Just personalize it to you. And that leads really well into the final thing I wanted to hit on, which is actually our challenge for this week. If you didn't see it, I posted the weekly thread schedule, and on Wednesdays, we're going to have a post with a challenge related to the chapter. So I will do that in a separate post. This is just kind of a sneak preview for you to be thinking about it ahead of time. But your challenge is, Emily created a manifesto, and it's on page 15. It's this pretty little graphic right here. She created a manifesto when she was starting out on this journey of writing this book of what she wanted less of and what she wanted more of. And she even spelled out, I can't remember exactly what page, but there's just a line where she says, life felt. And then it's like 3 or 4 adjectives, like busy, frenzied, rushed. I can't remember specifically, but life felt blank. So my challenge for you is do that for yourself. Start with those words, life feels, and then just fill in the blank with your adjectives. Think about how your life feels right now. And then create, based on that, think about where you want to be, the words that you want more of, the feelings that you want more of, and create your own manifesto. And it doesn't have to be structured the way Emily's was, like less of this, more of that. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or formal. It can literally just be like 3 or 4 words that you want to focus on. You can make it as fancy or not fancy as you want. But I encourage you to just write it down, create it in some tangible way so that you can see it and refer back to it as we read through this book together. So, and I will post about that, like I said, on Wednesday, but this is just a preview for you to kind of be thinking about it ahead of time. So yeah, that is our preview of chapter 1, and I'm excited to discuss this with you. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, and I'll talk with you all soon.